So this little baby has quash. Quel âge il gagne? 2 years and 4 months old. Depuis qu'il est enflé comme ça. It has. So he started getting swollen like that in January. So this is the typical sign of kwashiorkor, which is protein malnutrition. So this is just hunger, starvation issues. So any swelling, edema we call it, is quash, and then the dry kind is marasmus. So the dry kind is the really, really skinny kids who have like the wrinkly skin because they just have no mass at all. And it's just really a difference in terms of the balance of how much you're missing. Like the quash children are missing relatively more protein than non-protein foods. So the treatment that we give for malnutrition is a relatively new treatment. It's called, it's a ready-to-use therapeutic food. So it's a peanut-based, highly caloric, nutritious food that we call Nuri Mamba. Mamba is peanut butter. And merci. We looked at the research studies coming out about using it, especially in Africa, and it's particularly good for community-based therapy because you don't have to admit all of the kids. The really, really sick ones you still have to admit, but you can give them a dose, certain amount of this paste, let them go home and teach the mom how to feed the kids throughout the day. And it works much, much more quickly than the milk. She was saying though that he's not able to take the mamba yet. He's so sick that he's not even able to eat that. When they get so malnourished, they actually lose their appetite, and the same way their legs are swollen, their gut is swollen as well. So right now he's on the older fashioned milk product, and then as soon as he's able to tolerate it, he'll take it. Usually the children have both just calorie deficit and protein deficit. This child in particular has had it's a balance of more protein missing than other calories. So the proteins help to keep the fluids in your bloodstream. So it's just everything gets really leaky. And the treatment is just highly nutritious food and antibiotics and antiparasitics. Really recovering from, there's some evidence to say that children who have severe malnutrition episodes like this will never truly recover, because if you're having a growth spurt, or you should be, and you have this episode, they end up, a lot of them, being stunted. They never get to their height potential. Your mental development is not as good as it should be, depending on how severe it is and how often it happens. So he could get better now with our treatment, but then what's going to happen when we send him home? Unless we try and do something about her home socioeconomic situation, her situation for a child is never going to help.